I'm Rob Kircher, and this is our 1905 cottage restoration. And we're going to be embarking on another exciting project today. In fact, we think all of our projects are exciting. And this one is a doozy, I must tell you. About a year and a half ago, I put this paver patio in. And we always wanted to have something that we could put on top of it that would be just a great haven, a shelter, if you will, from the various climate conditions throughout the year. And this is it. So it's a 10 by 12 gazebo, and it comes, I must tell you, in 4 large boxes. That is a bit of a puzzle box, no pun intended, but it's not an easy kit to put together. But we managed to at least get to this point. Now, the other thing you'll see resting on the patio is the framework for a 2-tiered roof. And then that roof is going to have panels that are going to slide in, and so on and so forth. So it's freezing out, it's windy, I'm frozen, but you know what? We're going to get this project done no matter what. So stay with us and watch us as we complete this incredible project. Now, my friend Marvelous Marvin, who I call Marvelous Marvin, he's been working with me on a bunch of projects throughout the last couple of years. And so he helped me put the main section up, and then these little things are going to go next. So between every one of those cross sections goes one of these guys. Now, Marvin is securing the bottom rail to the top of the roof section, and the panels will slide into that bottom rail as we go along. Okay, so Marvin's going to screw in that last one. Okay, there we go. All the superstructure is in place. All right, what Marvin is installing at the moment, in fact he's got it in at this point, are the rails that will fit the top of the panels that go into the lower portion of the roof section. So this is a molly boat, and the molly boats get put into these holes here, and that secures the actual post to the concrete blocks. So here we go, the last hole. Okay, so again, we take this molly boat and drive it into this hole. And then we tighten it up until what happens is it expands inside the hole and it grips the sides, and then it makes a very tight, secure fitting. You really make it nice and tight, like so. Okay, and that's not going anywhere. Well, it's really shaping up. The lower roof panels are next. It takes a while to figure this roof out, but once you get it going, it's very tight, very secure, and honestly quite beautiful. The day began by putting a screening between the small section of roofing and the large section that Marvin is working on right now. Okay, this is what the screening looks like around the perimeter of the top portion of the roof section. It's going to look amazing when it's completed, but I must tell you, this is not an easy project. There's lots of moving parts. It's complex in many regards, but you just have to be patient and work your way through it. And when it's completed, as I mentioned, I think it's going to look extremely well. It will be our haven for friends and for family members to meet and have some cocktails and have something to eat. It's going to be a great way for we to shelter ourselves in many regards from the weather conditions. Now, having said that, we are not going to be putting up screening or drapery. We like the idea of just keeping it open and flowing. It makes it look much bigger, and I think aesthetically pleasing for the area that it's in right now. So stay with us as we complete this project and let us know what you think. We'll be back. Those bolts at the lower portion are very large rubber grommets. And the purpose of that is to make the whole structure more sturdy. Here's what those rubber grommets look like. Marvin's putting the last couple of grommets in this section of the roofing. Marvin and I worked until dark last night to finish this section of the gazebo, and it was freezing, but we got it done and it looks fantastic. I mean, honestly, the construction is flawless, top quality. Would I recommend it again? Absolutely. It's just a little tricky to put it together, that's all. Our hooks that you can run your string lights on or hang things from. It's just really well made, but it looks terrific. So I woke up this morning and we have snow. Snow! Well, it's about the middle of April and it's so typical of upstate New York. It's erratic. So next week is supposed to be warmer and sunnier, but all of this week it's going to be more of what we have right now. So we got her done and all is good in the neighborhood. Well, what a difference a day makes. Yesterday we had the snowstorm. We had winds that my neighbor tells me were close to 35 miles an hour, and I believe it because our flagpole in the front yard was tilting dramatically. And this big baby never moved. I was concerned about it, but it never moved. So you can imagine what this is going to look like in a week or two when we have friends and neighbors and family people over for cocktails and hors d'oeuvres and entrees and dinners that my wife makes. She's a chef, a gourmet cook. She's unbelievable. So this is going to be a wonderful gathering point for us. Now we have our chimenea here, which is going to add additional warmth. Now there's one other thing I want to tell you is my workshop is about 75 feet in that direction. We're going to run underground power on the conduit over to this post because I want a number of things to happen. I want a light switch I can turn on that's going to turn on the string lights that are going to be strung around the perimeter, and then I want another light switch that's going to turn on the inside string lights that are up in the ceiling. And I also want to have some outdoor plugs so we can plug things in whenever we need to do that. So I think I've thought of everything, and I just want to tell you something. My hat's off to Purple Leaf because they really make a phenomenal product. They truly, truly do. It's just that you got to put your cap on, your thinking cap on, when you go through the process. But other than that, it's wonderful. So I like to say, all is good in the neighborhood.